What's going on, you guys? Puff here, and welcome to the Sinnoh Sound podcast, where we're going to talk about a bunch of Pokemon stuff. We hope you guys enjoy. If you are excited for this, if you're excited for this first video, make sure you guys hit that like button down below, because we really do appreciate it. And we're just going to all introduce ourselves. Like I said before, my name is Dragon Master Puff, and I'm here with a couple of my good friends.
Jess. I'm Jess. I go by Jess Sendo, I guess, on Twitter. And I've also got a YouTube channel, Jess Collects Cards, where I upload videos on pretty much anything relating to Pokemon.
And hello, I am Maito. I can go by either Maito if that's too hard to pronounce. You can also call me Mayo. Just like everybody here, I do some Pokemon TCG and Pokemon content on my channel, Maito's Picture Box. And yeah, I'm happy to join everybody here.
And like I said, my name is Puff, otherwise known as Dragon Master Puff. I'm a PokeTuber. I record a lot of mainly Pokemon-related stuff, Wi-Fi battles, playthroughs, that sort of thing. And it's a good time. It's a good time. But we're all just here. Yeah, we're all just here. We're just going to talk about some Pokemon stuff, some Pokemon news, maybe some Nintendo news. You guys, this is a series where you can either watch the video, because there's going to be some sick edits on these videos, and or you can just have it playing in the background while you're making some mac and cheese or whatever the heck you guys are having for dinner or breakfast or whatever, because we're just going to sit back, chill. Yeah, whatever it is that you do. So I don't know, what's the first topic that you guys wanted to talk about?
First topic, Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon.
So, well, of course, we have to talk about the Sun and Moon demo. Is that what we're going to talk about first, was the demo?
Exactly, the demo.
Okay.
Right.
Well, my first playthrough of it, I thought it was really cool. I thought it was much better than the Oris demo that they gave us. That was literally the shortest thing in the world back when Oris came out. I thought it was fun, though. My favorite thing about the demo was that they actually let you go through a trial. That was my favorite thing about the demo, was they let you go through a trial. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, yeah. I think that one thing that really stuck out for me would have been just the overall perspective of everything. Like, you know, the first bit when you run out and you see the grass, like you come across the grass encounters for the first time. I was like, I wasn't expecting it, I don't think. But just the whole different perspective on the landscapes and everything was real crazy. Gave the game a good feel, I think.
Yeah,
it did. Yeah. Plus, I love the new design of Pokemon. How it looks like in X and Y, we got a glimpse of what 3D can be, but in Sun and Moon, they really pushed it to where these characters are more beautifully designed. You know, we got everything. The Pokemon, the helping of when you battle, it gives you small hints between, you know, if a Pokemon is super effective, and I mean, if a Pokemon is weak against a certain move that you have, it'll highlight it as super effective. I thought it was just cool. Just the small details.
That bottom screen, though.
Oh my gosh. The graphics are just, if you look at like from the very beginning, going all the way back to Gen 1 and now, it's just I even mentioned this, and when I was playing through it, I just can't believe how far Pokemon has actually come. Like, I would have never imagined that back then. Not in a million years.
No. Not at all.
3D itself just surprised me when X and Y came out. The way we were expecting, you know, another Pokemon game, but we were expecting in a good old 2D, because for me, I was satisfied enough was the 2D sprites that we got for Black and White. I felt like they were good looking enough as it is, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, X and Y comes out, 3D looks beautiful. I'm like, everybody gets blown away, minds are lost. And now with Sun and Moon, they're just pushing the whole envelope and making the characters more, I don't know, detailed. I don't know how to explain it well, but it's more detailed. It's more beautiful. It's just all around amazing.
It's pretty cool to see even the characters, like the bit of diversity involved with, I guess, being based around Hawaii, which is fairly evident. But it's awesome to sort of get a different culture and stuff involved in the game as well. It's another thing that I really liked about it.
It's funny that you mentioned the Hawaii thing because the thing that I laughed so hard at this when they say in Alola here, we say Alola when we
Yeah.
greet somebody.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was beautiful. I love that. I love that small little dialogue. We say
That's
Alola.
great. They
More
changed
like
one
you be.
little letter. One little
Mhm.
letter. That's great.
I think what I'm looking forward to as well is because I have a couple of Hawaiian friends. Shout out to them, by the way. If they're going to be looking at hearing the podcast, I know they probably are. My buddy Kai and my buddy Vampires. They're from Hawaii, so they here and there they teach me a couple of terms and words that they use in Hawaii that it's specific to Hawaii. So I'm hoping maybe I can find that during the gameplay.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Hmm
That would be
Like
tight.
like Chihu. I don't know if you guys heard me say that right now. Chihu isn't like another word for saying awesome, cool, stuff like that.
Oh,
Little slang
so
words.
Chihu.
I'm gonna
Hmm
start speaking some Hawaiian just thanks to Pokemon. Just thanks to Pokemon. I'm gonna
Right.
start learning some Hawaiian.
Right.
Well, let's talk about Team Skull in the demo for a minute and the swag that they had. Let's just talk about the swag and the music. The music that went
Oh,
with Team Skull was crazy.
best music yet.
They're badass. Absolutely badass.
They're awesome. They are, I think, my favorite team out of any Pokemon
Yeah.
game. I love Team Skull
No, I
so much. Just
agree.
how they walk with their arms going like they're telling you off. They're dropping the mic on you right then and there.
Seriously.
Right then and there.
Yeah,
No,
that's what's so cool about it too. Is I love their theme song. It's like hip hop. It's modernized. It's awesome. It's like it gets you excited for the tracks as well because as soon as you started playing and Team Skull was like the first thing that greeted you right off the bat as soon as you left the Pokemon Center. They came in there. Their music. You battled them. Their music hits. You get into it. It's
Yeah.
like you don't expect music this awesome, this modernized, this hip hop into a Pokemon game. It's awesome.
yeah, like I said, and I would never imagine Pokemon to come this far in a million years back in
Right.
the day. Just never, ever. But no, it was the Team Skull. They're pretty chill. They're pretty cool.
I'm a fan for sure. Hey, what did you guys think of the Pokemon Center as well?
Oh, beautiful.
Loved it. It's amazing. I mean, just everything about the game so far. Just the demo made it look absolutely amazing. But the
Yeah.
Pokemon Center,
Yeah.
I'm curious as what the little coffee shop. I didn't
Yeah.
actually go into detail on that. I'm curious as to what that's actually going to be. You know?
What I'm hoping for, if it actually makes it to the real release, I'm hoping that maybe later on when we defeat the game, the coffee shop will be somewhere where, just like in Generation 4, Platinum did. You know how Platinum, when you got your own little via, gym leaders, Elite Fours, and so on, trainers can come in and battle you for a rematch. I'm hoping maybe that's what the coffee shop can do. Bring back old gym
Yo.
leaders, all stuff like that, so you can battle them again.
That would be awesome.
That would be cool. That would be
Mhm.
really cool. I didn't even think of that.
Meet up for a
would be-
latte and a battle on the side.
In a battle,
Exactly. It's like
dates
every
don't get better than
Starbucks-
that, right? Yeah, dates don't get better than that.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Well, what did you guys think about how, because he's going to be the rival? Did you guys like his personality? What did you think of his personality as far as being your rival goes?
He's pretty friendly, hey.
He's
Yeah.
really friendly. He's really friendly.
It's like I get he's supposed to be like the leader of the rivalry thing, but you can't really take him that serious the way he looks and the way he speaks. It's like, are you here to take over my Pokemon or are you here to make friends? Like, choose one.
Yeah, exactly. He just seemed really like he's even friendlier than freaking what's his name, Barry from the Sinnoh region.
Yeah.
Was that the guy's name? That guy was friendly. This guy is even friendlier than that guy. He's just happy to be there.
Seriously.
I'm just hoping this is like a two-faced kind of thing, where he'll be friendly in front of you guys, but he can be super manipulative, super crazy, behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Something like that.
I'm just hoping they make him because like you know how in first gen the rival was really strong and he was ended up being the champion. Second gen, your rival was still really strong. I mean, the guy is literally the son of Giovanni. I don't know. In the manga, he's literally the son of Giovanni. And then third gen, it started to get a little weaker. Fourth gen, he was pretty strong in fourth gen. Barry was pretty strong in fourth gen. Fifth gen, he ends up becoming a gym leader. Sixth gen, you had just 3 really weak rivals for the most part. So I'm hoping they bring back an actual strong rival that if you're doing a Nuzlocke, he might actually take out a couple of your Pokemon.
Yes. Because fifth gen, we had 2 shots at it. First was Sharon, and he was good too. He was good, not bad. He was right there on not as good as Blue and Silver, but he was there. He becomes a gym leader. When we do Black and White 2 remix, instead of a rival, you get a friend that's looking for a cat the whole time. So his focus is not really on training his Pokemon, but finding this cat.
Yeah.
So it's like they had a shot to make it even better, but they decided, no, we're gonna have this kid focus on a cat.
Exactly. And he in the demo, I guess it was kind of a sign that he might not be that strong, because when he gives you the potion, when you're fighting Team Skull at the end, he actually ends up running and like kind of hiding behind you, like, I gave you my potion, now protect me, that sort of thing.
Yeah, true. Like Maito said, hopefully it's like a farce, and he has this, crazy evil dark side that's gonna come out at some point and blow us all away.
Yeah, but at the same time, I also love the rival for this one. He may look friendly at first, but you gotta also remember he looks like the type of friendly that just likes to fool around. Maybe like in the beginning he did that. He hid behind us, but when we finished our trial and when Team Skull came back again, he was just running and he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I brought company." Like it was just so casually, It's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, these guys were chasing me.
True.
They were chasing me."
That's true. Yeah, that was pretty cool actually.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, hey guys, I forgot I gave you a potion, and I kind of forgot to give you something else. But oh yeah, Team Skull is right behind us. You want to battle him? It's stuff like that, it's so casually.
That's
and
true.
I think
that's true.
So I'm hoping maybe he's that type of rival where he's not scared, but he just doesn't care about, like, he doesn't see Team Plasma as a big threat. He's like, oh, they're there, we battle them. Something laid back, because I feel like he has that laid back personality, kind of like a lot of Hawaiians.
Yeah, true.
They really are. They're all for the most part. And you can see that when he's just standing there, he kind of puts his hands behind his head, crosses his feet a little bit, just kind of lays back, just chilling, just hanging out there.
Super relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for all the people out there that watch anime, you notice that some characters do the same thing. They, whenever they're just walking or relaxing, they always put their hand behind their back to have like no care in the world. But when they get serious, they get serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the big thing, like I said about I love the island trial. That was probably my favorite thing. But the thing that I screamed at was Ash Greninja.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
And awesome. Because you could kind of, in the beginning, I avoided spoilers as much as possible for the demo. But when you could kind of tell, because if you clicked on the Greninja you received and you went over to OT, it says Ash, and your first thought is, okay, this is either a ginned Pokemon that they're just making a joke out of, or it's probably going to end up being Ash Greninja.
Yeah.
So.
Which is a massive, massive thing. Like, we've never seen anything like this before.
No.
And the way they were hinting at it, the whole, you received this Pokemon from a certain trainer, but they forgot to leave their name on it, kind of pushes you to think maybe are they actually going to bring Ash to the game?
Yeah,
or
I was thinking
are
the
they
same
just
thing.
teasing at somebody else?
Well, I actually was talking to somebody the other day, that Brick Gamer, shout out to him. He came up with like some sort of theory that maybe it's kind of a far out theory. This is kind of a far out theory, but maybe Ash is the main character's dad. And that's how they're going to bring him into the games.
Oh, man.
I thought it was a pretty cool theory, to be honest. I thought it was a cool theory. And like this is actually taking place in the future. The game is actually taking place in the future. I was like, that's actually kind of cool, really far out there. But if they did something like that, I would be totally down.
Yeah, that would be really awesome. I actually haven't even thought about that.
Yeah.
Honestly, to go on with this theory, it wouldn't be too far fetched because this game, if you look at it the right way, what people are speculating is that HMs are no longer something. If you want to rock smash, it showed us an example in the demo. You can use Toros to rock smash the little rocks, right? We can
Hmm.
have we can call in because it looks like now we can call in Pokemons to do special things, so we don't have to fill out an HM slave. So
Yeah,
what I'm thinking,
exactly.
maybe it can be in the future. We got a Pokemon that goes inside a Pokédex. We got all these advanced technological stuff, right? Not only that, but we can't ignore the U2s. The U2s that have been revealed were Ubi O2, which is the one that supposedly looks like Lily, and the other one which looks like Ubi O2 Beauty and Ubi O2 Destroyer or something like that. The one that
Hmm.
looks like a really beefed up bug. So if it is in the future and we can really come this far into the future to create these powerful like Pokemon's example type no, it wouldn't be too far fetched if it is Ash and that's his child.
Yeah, and it could end up being that maybe they're hinting that this next season of the anime is the last season, and that's just where Ash ends up staying is Alola, and maybe he actually ends up actually winning for once, and that's so he just makes his home in Alola. You never know.
Yeah, but see, but the thing is, his kid and his mom moved here from a different place, so
Oh,
maybe
that's true
Ash
from Kanto. Yeah.
maybe Ash exactly they came from Kanto, right? So maybe Ash
Hmm.
loved Alola, uh, went back to Kanto, grew up, had his wife, his kid, and then maybe one day he told his kid, if I want you to be strong, and the only place I ever saw that was truly make you strong is Alola with their trials and their gym leaders and their blah 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 blah.
Hmm. No, that
So
makes
I
total
recommend
sense.
recommends him to go, but we'll find out when the game comes
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, well,
Exactly.
let's not talk about the next season of the anime's animation. Let's leave that out there. That pretty much explains itself right then and there. That was just
Yeah,
terrible when
that
that came out.
that animation. Yeah, it's just you got an animation from X and Y looking all beautiful to this just like
Cartoon Network type
Yeah.
yeah.
animation. Yeah, yeah. Well, I said my favorite part, and a lot of time has passed. We could honestly probably talk about this demo for the rest of the podcast, but we got to talk about some other things. To end the demo part, what was your guys' favorite part of the demo? What was your guys' favorite part? Was it the Ash Ninja, the Z move, Pikachu, which we actually didn't talk about, which we could talk about
Oh,
that. So,
oh.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
you can probably guess what my favorite part was.
The Z move Pikachu.
Yeah. I was pretty stoked because much to some people's disgust, Pikachu is my fave. He's my OG. So yeah, I was pretty happy to see the Z move. I go to say Z move every time, but
Zim.
yeah. So if I chop between Z move and Z move, I'm meaning the same thing. But yeah,
That mean the same
that's
thing. Okay.
that's definitely my favorite part for sure.
Yeah.
In
for
my
sure.
opinion, these Z moves kind of leave a little better taste in my mouth because I was expecting a lot more cooler Mega Evolutions.
Yeah. Well, don't get me started on Mega Evolutions. I'm still holding on to hope that maybe they just decided not to drop spoilers and there's still going to be Mega Evolutions. Still holding on to that hope.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah, at the same
cool.
time, because I feel like they officially confirmed it when they're like, oh yeah, you get a bracelet, but it's not for a Mega Stone, it's for a Z Stone.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I'm pretty sad about the no Mega. I'm no Megas because it's just I was really hoping that some of my favorite Pokemon would get Megas the next gen, and now they never will. They never will.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I was hoping for that too. Because I feel like a Lola Executor can itself be a Mega.
yeah, even though I love Dragon type Pokemon, and I'm absolutely sad that that thing is a Dragon type and Charizard isn't. I just don't understand the logic on that. You just
Okay.
stretch his head, and
Looks like a
it's
palm
Dragon
tree.
type.
Okay, yeah, because what I noticed it too when people were complaining, other people were doing research on about what it is, and supposedly in Alola they have like these coconut trees that the way they look, the way they form, the way they grow, they type look like dragons.
Oh,
These
that's cool. Well, that
long
makes sense then.
coconut, Yeah, they look like dragons in itself. So that's why I guess Nintendo, Game Freak, going to Hawaii doing the research, they're like, oh, look, hey, we can make our executor have that long neck, thing, and make it part dragon because that's what they said over there. The coconut trees look like dragon themselves. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, cool, a little backstory to a Pokemon.
Man, I
Oh,
need
yeah,
to look
that
this up.
was tight. I didn't even I didn't look it up. I jumped on the bandwagon of all the hate on Alolan Executor. So I don't know why. I just didn't like it when it first came out, and I just didn't understand how it could become a dragon or why it was a dragon. But now that makes total sense. Now I'm not upset about that at all. If that's the case, that makes total sense now.
Yeah, because if you look up Hawaiian coconut trees, dragons, and they'll show you a lot of pictures where these coconut trees kind of do resemble dragons, with the
Yeah.
which is yeah. That's why this ended up and he ended up being my favorite Alolan from just off the bat, favorite one so far.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, they're like
That is. Yeah, they do.
they're quite They're all squiggly.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yep,
trunk is all.
they're like
Yeah.
the dragon.
Hey,
That's
cool.
awesome. Okay, I like. I'm not as down on that. I'm not that big of a fan of it because I think there's better dragon types out there. But I do like it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That is cool. That's a cool idea. See, they should give that backstory when they release it
Yeah,
to explain it. To explain it better.
actually, I believe they did when they give it, saying that the Hawaiians, you know, look at this executor as the one true executor or whatever, because it resembles a
Okay.
dragon and all that stuff, something like that.
Okay. That makes sense. Actually, that's really cool. I read something the other day about how the just the Alolan forms and how the theory is that it's based off of like Darwinism or whatever.
Mhm.
The animals in the world. It's been a while since I took a science class, so if I get this wrong, I apologize. But they adapted to the environment and they changed,
Yeah.
what they did in their so Pokemon, they go to Hawaii. It's a totally different kind of environment, so they have to adapt to it. They change their types, they change their shapes, and they adapt to it in order to survive. And I thought that was a really cool theory. If that's and it's supposedly what the idea was behind the Alolan forms, which I thought was really cool.
It makes sense.
Yeah, like yeah, because the a fact backed up this theory would be Eradicate, Rattata and Eradicate being dark types. Having their dark type Alolan form is because when they came here, they were like a big when Rattatas were introduced to Hawaii, they were a big nuisance. So the Hawaiians brought in Young Goose and Gun Goose to hunt them down, which in turn made the Raticates become evil, or not evil, but at least hunt at night when the mongooses are asleep, turning them into dark types.
Hey, true.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Well, the great thing about this demo was that not only did you play through a story part of it and you got to do the island trial, but there's actually stuff you can do after you get done with all of that stuff. And I have it pulled up right here. I have all the dates. There's special events. So for those of you watching, if you didn't know, there are special events that are occurring in the demo that you get items that you can transfer over to the real game once you actually get it. The first day was October 19th, and you got 10 Pretty Wings. Then the next one is October 23rd, October 30th, November 5th, November 11th, and then apparently there's something going on November 17th and 18th, which is the day that Sun and Moon officially are released. And that, I think, is really cool. I think that's really awesome.
Agreed.
Yeah, and in case you guys are wondering, where do you go on October 23rd, you talk to the woman standing by the street sign in the bottom left corner of town. That is where the next event shall be. So hopefully you guys can go visit her and find her on your thing. If she'll tell you to come back later on. Remember to mark her down, and then on October 23rd you come back and let's see what she'll give.
Mm-hmm. And then I have the website pulled up right here. It's called I just clicked on one. Just type in Google Sun and Moon events in demo, and it'll come up and it'll tell you where to go on each one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
maybe we'll link it up in the description if you guys are watching on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely.
So Maito mentioned his favorite Alolan form. I just want to talk about the Alolan form that was discovered in the demo, which is my least favorite. Let's talk about Alolan Dugtrio for a minute. Let's just talk about Alolan Dugtrio for a minute, and the meme star that has become literally like one of the most popular memes or thing to create memes on the internet as of right now is freaking Alolan Dugtrio. And I don't know what Dugtrio did to Game Freak or Pokemon to make them be like, we hate this Pokemon, we're just gonna make it look like this. But it must have done something pretty darn awful to me, because I'm serious. I mentioned this to you guys before we started recording, but they look like they could be Donald Trump's children, which is not a good thing.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And in all reality, this Pokemon, he hates it, but I love it. I mean, sure, it's laziness. Sure, it's laziness, but it's like a fun laziness. Like, there's some Pokemon that are lazy. Like, for example, spoilers, Alolan Persian. That one, it does not look good.
Man.
That was lazy.
It looks like it's Have you guys ever seen pictures where dogs have eaten bees and their face swells up?
Yeah.
That's what.
That's what it looks like.
Or like Garfield or something. It just looks ridiculous.
Yeah, Garfield is. Yeah.
So if you guys want to joke along, for people who don't want to be spoiled, don't look it up. But for those who do kind of want to be spoiled on what Alolan Persian looks like, look it up. It's not the best. I feel like that one is the worst one.
Yeah.
No, it looks like it went on vacation. It looks like it went on vacation and just had a little too much to eat, so it got a little rounder on the face and gained a few pounds just in the face. Is pretty much what
just
it
in the
looks like.
face.
Oh.
Yeah. And I feel like I knew it wasn't gonna be like the best design. As soon as I saw Alolan Persian and the way it had all skimpy diva looking, I knew it wasn't gonna be the best looking. I was hoping that maybe Persian would help it, but then at the same time I was like, I feel like Persian might be worse, and I was right. Persian was worse.
It is.
Yeah,
I actually didn't mind Meowth.
Meowth had a lot of sass. It was
yeah,
definitely had attitude, which at first I was kind of confused about, but it goes back to the whole idea about Darwinism, how animals or Pokemon in this case adapt to their surroundings. And it was, I think they said that Meowth were like owned by the rich and wealthy in Alola, which is why they've sort of adapted that holier than thou attitude.
Don't speak to me, peasant.
Yeah,
Type
exactly.
attitude. But I feel like it lost all its sass when it evolved. Like, now it doesn't even look like it doesn't look like a past champion. But who knows? Maybe there's history behind this Meowth as well, Persian as well. So, but
yeah,
who knows? Hopefully it's not.
I feel like the Alolan forms are going to be a lot better than the original forms. Like, I know I put a lot of crap on Dugtrio, but because of Pokemon logic and just slapping wigs on it, they'll probably make it a fairy type. So I'm just saying it's gonna be a fairy ground type. Ground is super effective against fairy's two weaknesses, poison and steel. So this makes it a pretty strong fairy type if it ends up becoming one, because it can actually defend itself against its weaknesses for the most part.
True.
And Dugtrio by itself, its base speed, for those competitive Pokemon battlers out there, is 120. That's fast. That is crazy fast. A fairy type Pokemon with that much speed, that's going to be OU, like right off the bat. So as much as I hate it, you got the Dora the Explorer wig over to the right, the Fabio wig over in the middle, and I don't even know what they're doing with the one on the left, but it's gonna be. It could end up being a poverhouse of a Pokemon.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
All right. To end it off on the Sun and Moon video game aspect of it, my final thoughts on what I feel like Dugtrio should be, because apparently every other Alolan form changed dramatically, like Ice and Ice Steel when it comes to Sandslash and Ninetales will be. I'm hoping Dugtrio takes a massive twist as well, along with his only hair, and that would be a water fairy. That's what I'm hoping for. Water fairy.
Oh man, oh my gosh, that would be crazy.
Because how did he get to the other island? Like how?
That's true.
because it was
That's
found on the
very
Lone
true.
Island. So like, how did it get there? I'm pretty sure it has to be water fairy. The
Wait,
hair is gonna get very wild.
tell the thing that you told us about how they're tan and stuff like the
Oh
well,
yeah,
if you don't, yeah, the
yeah.
spoiler, I guess, spoiler alert.
All right, another spoiler is because of the data dumping. We got to see the shiny versions of each Pokemon. By the way, don't look it up if you want to be spoiled. But
Yeah,
what makes Dugtrio so funny is that the shiny version is literally burnt tanned. Like it's as if you left anybody out in the sun and they got burned and they come back and they're like super orange. That's how a shiny version looks like. And I think it was just amazing that they actually did that. Like they made it look like it's actually burnt from the sun, shiny version.
Yeah,
And that's just what made me love it even more.
they seriously look like me after a day at the beach.
Oh, that's great. That's funny.
That's
Okay,
Alright.
so that's it. That Mando, you go on ahead.
Okay, so you guys have final thoughts on the Lolian versions and what you expect?
Well,
Typing.
we could go on. Yeah, we could go on for ever talking about all the different Alolan forms, which I'm sure we'll talk about in future podcasts before Sun and Moon come out. But overall, I'm incredibly happy with the Sun and Moon demo and how it looks so far. I think 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5.
Exactly.
Agreed.
5 out of 5
I
for
was
me too.
pretty, I was pretty hyped about it. So, and it makes me like, I wasn't like, I was excited for the new games, but I wasn't like jumping for joy out of my seat. Like, oh my God, I cannot wait. Like I was excited, but now that I've played the demo, now I'm like jumping out of my seat, dancing around my room.
Yeah,
Just,
the hype is real.
The hype is real.
a month is too long. A month is too long to wait, but I'm excited. And you got the events of the demo to hold you off until then. So
True.
Exactly. All right. So now moving into the TCG aspects of it, Pokemon Sun and Moon. Lapras GX revealed a couple days ago. What do you guys' thought on that?
Oh, do you know much details about it? Because I have only really seen Solgaleo and Lunala. I haven't really checked out any of the other GX cards. I should probably do that actually.
Okay. Well, a day ago on I believe Tuesday, the day of the demo,
Yeah.
a new GX was revealed, and that was Lapras GX with 190 HP, a basic Pokemon. For 1 water energy, you collect 3 cards. For 3 water energies, you do Blizzard Burn, which does 160 damage, and this Pokemon cannot attack the next turn. And then for its GX move, it's 2 water and 1 colorless, Ice Beam, and it does 100 damage, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. So, competitive wise, not the best.
Yeah, I've got it
For
up now,
collector wise
actually.
though, beautiful card.
Yeah, I'm digging the artwork actually.
Hmm
Looks pretty awesome.
can you guys post some pictures in the chat? Sorry for being so silent. I don't know much about TCG.
Yeah,
You guys
It's
have to
fine.
explain
It's fine.
I'll drop a picture in now. It's
Drop
the
in the picture.
Japanese version, but
Mhm.
looks pretty awesome.
Oh, that is cool.
Yup.
What is GX? Like, is that a thing that's always been in TCG, or is that a new thing that they are just coming out with?
It's
That's a new thing that came out.
yeah,
yeah.
so for the new Sun and Moon, I think it's early next year. Is it going to be released? The new set?
Hmm
Yeah.
February 3rd, I believe.
But,
Should be around there.
they're a new sort of type of card that's, I guess, a rival to the EX. And only they've got GX attacks, and I think you can only use a GX once per game.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're just super strong.
So
high
it's
HP.
basically like a Z move, but for the TCG part of it.
Yeah,
Pretty
exactly. I was about to connect GX with Z moves
Yeah,
because Z moves you can only use them once per battle. And likewise with GX, you can only use one GX per game, and that includes even if you have a bunch of other GX cards, you can only use one.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you better choose wisely and then you choose wisely what card you want them to use their GX that will benefit you.
That's gonna change
turn the game
like
around.
That's awesome because I don't know, like I said, I don't know much about TCG, but I've watched Jess's channel. I've watched her play, battle people in the trading card game online, and that seems like that's going to change like the tide of how competitive TCG is going to be for the most part.
Definitely. I tend to use Steam Decks a lot because I guess introduction with all these new crazy cards that I just do not have. Sometimes the competition is impossible, but it would be awesome to get my hands on some of these cards when they come out, because they'll definitely hit with a massive blow. But I'm sure people will be onto it. There'll be some crazy strategies going around.
Yes, because so far what have been revealed was Lapras GX, Snorlax GX, Gungoose GX, Lunatis GX, Lycanroc GX, the day version, Lunala, and Solgaleo GX. And I believe, hopefully I'm not wrong, but I believe that's all the GXs that have been introduced so far.
Yeah.
But hopefully more soon to come.
I was pretty stoked actually to see the Snorlax GX. Sorry, I'll drop a picture in as well, because in the Sun and Moon, one of the trailers, that bit where Snorlax like goes crazy and its eyes, and that links back to that theory of these being linked to GX, because dang, for some reason it's not loading up. I'll just link it.
Snorlax he was hungry when he woke up.
Yeah, he's on this GX card. He looks exactly the same, as you can see there.
Big boy's angry. He's about to sit on you. Oh god, that's a nice card. I like that card.
It is, right? As you can tell, the energy cost on it is massive when it comes to like, but the attack damage, it kind of balances out the amount of energy it takes to attack.
Yeah, true. 210. That's massive. That is huge.
That's why we're calling it game changers. That's what they're planning to go for, game changers.
Seriously, that would get rid of anything basically, except your mega evolutions, some mega evolutions.
Will they still allow, like, in the official trading card game competitive scene? Will they still allow mega evolutions to be a thing? Or will those they'll still allow them? I just didn't know, because there's not going to be any mega evolutions in the actual game itself, as far as we know. So I just didn't know if they would allow that.
No, TCG wise, it'll still be allowed. Mega evolutions, basically anything past Primal Clash set. So anything will be legal up until the rotation, where megas probably will get bumped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for now, until next World Championship, which is next August, we should still be seeing, mega Pokemon. So who knows? Maybe they'll stay strong. Maybe they'll fall behind these GXs. Time will tell.
Exactly.
Well, sounds like these GXs are going to be kind of ruling the TCG world when they come out.
Who knows? But yeah, okay. So jumping on to our next topic, guys. Nintendo NX has been officially revealed with the new name, Nintendo Switch.
Gosh. Oh, I can't even. Words cannot describe my joy for that thing. That looked absolutely amazing. The trailer they made for it. Now, Jess mentioned this before when we were talking. The trailer for the Wii U, they made it look kind of a little bit different than that Wii U actually is. Yeah. So I'm hoping that this trailer is actually true to what the Switch will be, because if it is, then I'm calling it the death of handhelds. There's not going to be any more DSs, no more Game Boys. It's going to be one console. It's going to be for both.
Legit.
So, yeah, it's the only things I can see being a problem that I'm not too happy about would be the price, because right now the Wii U is still on shelves for $300. It's still very expensive to get a Wii U. So when the Switch drops, it's gonna when the Switch drops, the Wii U will obviously, the price for the Wii U will go down. But I can see the Switch being around $500. In all honesty, I could see it being around $500 to get the Switch, or more. which is the only problem I see with that. And another problem I could see is because it's a home console, because it's a home console that you can pretty much take wherever you want. I can see a lot of them breaking.
Yeah,
because
that's true.
you're taking them a bunch of different places. You don't carry your Wii U with you everywhere you go. With this, I could see a lot of people, dropping it. It breaks because it didn't look like it was that sturdy. To be honest, it didn't look
Yeah,
like it was protected very well. So
Well, I mean, it looks like a normal tablet, so maybe they'll be including cases for these. I wouldn't
that would
doubt
be
if they would
good. It would be a
that would be
because
smart,
it,
smart idea.
that would be yeah, it would be very smart.
yeah, because they look like normal tablets, just sliding in the controller parts. That's it.
And the fact
Beautiful
that you can
design.
just you can just take it apart. Oh, there's we have two people. Okay, we'll just play two player. No, two more people show up. Okay, let's just take the things off the side and let's play it using those are controllers as well. Like it's nice because you don't have to go out and buy 4 separate controllers.
Yeah, the way it all
If you
clicked
have people,
together, it was really satisfying.
Mhm.
it looked nice. That's why I'm saying I really hope the actual thing is what it is. And the release date is soon, March 2017. That's actually really quick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not far away, so got to start saving
Which
up now because it's gonna be a lot of money.
talking about the release date, March 2017. I'm really hoping it comes out Friday, a Friday in March, which also happens to land on my birthday. So I'm hoping that it comes out on my birthday, so
That
I
would
can
be
give myself a
nice.
little birthday present.
Oh, that would be
That would
awesome.
Because
be cool.
my birthday's in March and it lands on a Friday, and usually release dates for consoles and stuff tend to fall on Friday. So I'm hoping it lands on my birthday. I give myself an early Christmas present, an early
Do you,
birthday present.
do you guys think that it's possible? Because they're gonna release Pokemon Sun and Moon on 3DS, but when the Switch comes out, do you think they might release a Switch version? Because Pokemon is normally a handheld game. Maybe they release it on the Switch because it can be handheld, but you can plug it in, maybe play it on your big screen TV as well.
We can only hope.
That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool if they did that.
I feel like that would probably have me sold. No matter what the price, no matter what the price is, I would be pretty happy. I'm sort of like sitting on the fence at the moment because I think going off the Wii U, how the trailer was not exactly in line with the actual product. I'm a bit skeptical, which I feel bad about because I've always been a Nintendo fangirl. I've always got high hopes of what they come out with, but yeah, I think I definitely want to see some more gameplay for sure. A bit more of a look into what they have to offer.
Yeah, it looks like they're bringing in a lot more games because you see in the trailer they preview like NBA 2K, whatever 2K game that was. They preview Skyrim even. They have Skyrim on that. I would have never imagined Nintendo having a Skyrim on any type of their console.
Yeah,
so they're
yeah.
clearly trying to broaden their horizons as far as games go, which is really cool because you'll see. With the Wii U, I literally only got it for Super Smash Brothers. I did not.
Yeah.
I have Pokken and Hyrule Warriors. Those are the only 3 games I have for my Wii U. And granted, I love those games, but it sucks that I had to spend $300 just plus the games just to be able to play those games. It really kind of sucked. So.
But if you look at it a different version, a different view as well, a lot of people that buy other consoles like Xbox and PS4 basically generally tend to do the same thing, only buy these consoles for just certain games. So I don't get why it's okay when they do it, but when you do it for a Wii U, everybody loses their mind. It's like it's not really
That's true.
there's no difference,
Yeah.
I know some people that just buy PS4 just to play Call of Duty, the newest Call of Duty, and that's it. That's all they'll play. Well, usually those consoles cost a little more as well. From ranging to 300 to 400. Especially on release day, and they're willing to spend that much just for one game. Well, at least when it comes to the Wii U, they gave you a more broader expansion. They in the eShop itself, they come out with a lot of remastered games, which is really cool.
Yeah,
That's true. Oh, PlayStation does something a little bit similar to that in the PlayStation Store. They have a lot of different games from the past too. So yeah, I guess I get what you mean, that they all kind of do the same thing. But Jess actually just posted a picture to our chat right now,
Mhm.
and it shows all of the different companies or video game companies that the Nintendo Switch is, I guess, what is it, partnered with or something like that?
These are all of the partners that are going to be involved. So you've got some pretty massive names there, as you can see.
We do.
Seriously.
Right off the bat, the bigger companies would be Ubisoft,
Yeah.
Square
Oh, yeah.
Enix, Activision, EA, Konami, Sega, Capcom. My favorite, by the way. I'm hoping for Marvel vs. Capcom type stuff.
And Mega Man, of course.
Mhm. Unity, and I believe from Frozen Byte as well, and Bethesda. Don't forget Bethesda. We got the Skyrim.
Uh-huh.
And you guys, I don't know if you guys saw Skyrim in the trailer, but from what I know, those are like the bigger ones that are up here. But you know, we can't scoot aside the smaller ones that aren't really well known, because I'm pretty sure they'll come out with pretty amazing popular titles themselves. Like look at Splatoon. Splatoon was made new and it just grew big.
Definitely, it blew up massively.
It did.
Yeah.
So I'm giving big chances for not only these bigger developers, but also these smaller developers that aren't really well known.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I got a good feeling about the Switch. I feel like
so.
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good console. It might even be the best
I hope so too.
of the year because I love Nintendo. I'm always rooting for Nintendo. I know I bagged on the Wii U a little bit, but I love the Wii U because I love the games I have for it. I mean, I've always loved Nintendo games. It's just I've always felt like they've kind of gone away from the older games, like the older Mario. Just the classics were so incredible. So you kind of get a little upset when they don't kind of make games that were as nostalgic as those games were, so to speak. Nothing against the console itself. There's been great consoles, but I think the Switch is really gonna bring a lot of people who have left the Nintendo fan base and gone to PlayStation and gone to Xbox and gone to PC, and it's going to bring all of them back. And I think it's going to be a really great thing.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope. Yes. I'm hoping that. Oh, my bad.
Sorry, Nintendo tends to they cop a lot to the point that it's almost become a bit of a meme, a bit of a meme to like, you know, knock Nintendo and. Yeah, hopefully it does sort of change people's perspectives, because I honestly don't think that they deserve all the negativity, because it's, at least for me, they've always pioneered the gaming scene. For me, everything that I've ever loved has always come from Nintendo, and I'm sure you guys have similar feelings.
Yeah,
exactly.
The nostalgia. The nostalgia is real with Nintendo.
Plus, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in the trailer, it wasn't teenagers exactly, but it was more people maybe in their mid-20s.
Yeah, totally.
Giving you... I'm hoping that's a subtle message saying that we aim not only for audience, but we aim for all you guys that grew up with us. And we hope... That is why we're partnering up with these big ones to hopefully bring you Call of Duty, Skyrim, NBA 2K, all these other things that are popular. Another thing will be coming as well to the Nintendo Switch, and that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, totally. Because it can be almost off-putting. Like, nothing against younger people or the younger generation, but if gaming console trailers have just, you know, a bunch of kids playing it almost subtly puts people off. I think, because they think, oh wow, this looks awesome. Oh wait, you know, almost
it's just
as
for
if
children.
it's being marketed towards kids, but yeah, they really sort of focused on the mid-20s, early 20s sort of age group, which was pretty cool. And that being said, I mean, it doesn't mean that kids can't get on board as well, and I'm sure they'll probably come out with something too to appeal to the younger generation, but I definitely agree with you there, for sure.
For sure. Well, you guys... Go ahead, Maito. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, because I was going to say, because one last note, because I kind of feel like this open world Skyrim of Legend of Zelda that's coming out, you know, Breath of the Wild, I feel like that's targeting the more hardcore fan base that grew up with Legend of Zelda, that are older now.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like,
Didn't even mention Zelda. That game is going to be...
amazing.
I'd have my words can't even, because I've always loved Zelda. I've always been a huge Zelda fanboy. And
Definitely.
I was a little disappointed to see that it's actually not going to come out. I mean, it might still come out for the Wii U. I don't know. Judging by the trailer, it's probably not going to be coming out for the Wii U. So you have to get the NX, or not the NX, the Switch if you want to play it. But I would buy the Switch just based off of getting the Zelda game if
Yeah,
it was
100%.
only for the Switch. So
Definitely.
well, it's been a while. I guess we're gonna have to wrap things up right now. You guys have any closing, anything you want to say while we wrap this up?
Not really anything else to say. Just go Nintendo. Rooting
Yeah.
for you.
Go Nintendo.
100%.
Well, we hope.
I guess, sorry, we should probably mention that we're one down this episode.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I was about to say we normally are gonna have 4 people here. Well, might not always have 4 people here. We have 4 people just in case somebody can't make it. But Kid Lunum is he's another YouTuber, another PokeTuber. He's a good friend of ours, and he's going to be joining us hopefully in the next episode as well. Hopefully the next podcast as well. So, but we hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of the podcast. I had a lot of fun making it. I hope you guys had a lot of fun.
Exactly.
Had a lot of fun with it too.
It definitely been something that I wanted to be doing for a while, and we did it. We actually got to it.
We did
Hopefully,
it.
And for
did,
those of you
hopefully,
guys who don't know, this is actually the first time Mito and I have ever actually talked. So
tell us how our chemistry is going. Is it fine? Can we improve? Remember, leave anything, any type of criticism down below.
And let us know what topics, as to go along with that, in a less joking manner. Let us know what topics you would want us to talk about for the next podcast. Is there certain things you guys would like us to address more, or are there things you thought we should have addressed more in this? Let us know in the comments section down below, because we're willing to talk about anything, and we have a lot we can talk about.
Definitely.
So
Yes.
let us know.
Would you like our podcast to be longer, shorter? Let us know.
And with that, make sure you guys drop a like if you enjoyed. Actually, before I end off, we have a Twitter. This podcast has a Twitter. I'm sure the link will be in the description below. So go follow our Twitter. Go follow all of our respective Twitters, all of our single Twitters. We all have a Twitter, and we all have talked about our YouTube channels as well. I'm sure all the links will be in the description down below if you would like to check us out. Make sure you guys subscribe if you enjoyed, because we have a lot more podcasts ready to go for you guys. And it was enjoyable.
Exactly.
So. Yep. With that, I'm Puff.
I'm Aito.
I'm Jess as well.
Yep. And I guess we'll catch you guys later.
See you around.